Well, hello everybody. I hope everybody has had themselves a great week. Welcome to episode 30 of Psycho's Platters. 30 episodes already, guys, I'm telling you. And it never ends. In case you're wondering why I'm slightly out of breath, it is because I was running around here 2 minutes before I started doing this to gather these things up for everybody. First of all, I want to dedicate this episode. I normally don't dedicate episodes to people, but he is my best buddy down here in Arkansas, Doug Fields. Hopefully he's watching, because you know what? He got out of the hospital. Thank God he got out of the hospital. And I hope he's recuperating nicely in his abode, and hopefully he will be healing well enough. He has been talking about, on and off, about starting his own vinyl shows. And you know what? I want to help him do it when he's physically able to, because boy, oh boy, does he got a collection. My collection pales in comparison to what this man has. Do you have friends like that? Do you? I bet you all of them only have at least one like that. So, like I said, this is to Doug Fields. I hope he feels a lot better in the oncoming weeks. And who knows, maybe between now and the end of the year, we'll have him start his own show, and then you guys can enjoy it like you guys enjoy mine. Also, I want to mention really quick before I get into everything here, please tell all your like-minded vinyl friends and neighbors to please watch and subscribe to this show and to Psycho's Platters on Facebook. I am starting to generate more people for Facebook. I'm going to start putting hopefully some special posts really soon strictly to the Facebook site so that you guys won't miss anything if it comes along. I may start putting like music news and concert dates that are coming up near our neck of the woods here anyway. Maybe to my Illinois friends too. I may as well. Excuse me. Sponsored by coffee. I'm not feeling entirely really good today, guys. I feel better than I did yesterday, but I just figure you'll have to forgive me. It's been too long since I did a show. I had other people like Ronnie Dark out there, and others were wondering, where are you, Psycho? We miss you. I had problems linking up episodes to all of my respective shout-outs last week, so finally that got all fixed. Lo and behold, here I am, rocking like a hurricane. Okay. Basically, this is going to go into two parts today, so you're going to have to forgive me. This is going to be a lengthy one. There's no way around it, but that's okay. All right, firstly, stuff that I picked up over the last week. Kind of neat, I think. Let's start off with the CDs right away. I normally don't show CDs, but for $2 a crack at Goodwill, we had a new Goodwill open up. Yeah, got a new Goodwill, so I got extra places to look at. Somebody went off and dumped their whole entire Delbert McClinton collection. Now, it's kind of funny, all things considered. He just got done doing a concert down here, which unfortunately I was not able to go to. All the cheap tickets went bye-bye. They were like $20 for the cheap seats. But then if you wanted the next level, originally it was like $50, and then they dropped them to $40, obviously, because they couldn't sell them at $50. And no offense, I like Delbert McClinton, but I ain't spending $40. Nope. Delbert McClinton, Acquired Taste from 2009, and Delbert McClinton, Room to Breathe from 2002. What else did I get? Listen, you like Blues Brothers? I like Blues Brothers, but this one I've never seen before. It is actually live from Chicago's House of Blues, Blues Brothers and Friends. Now, of course, this is Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi. Brother to John, but who do we have on here? Well, you know, Paul Schaefer's back with them on this one. You have, for blues people, let's see really quick, Billy Boy Arnold, Lonnie Brooks, and Charlie Musselwhite, Syl Johnson, Eddie Floyd, Mr. Knock on Wood. Man, I'm sorry, guys, I can barely read this. Jeff Baxter, of course, who was with the Doobie Brothers. Sam Moore from Sam and Dave. I mean, really, really, really nice. I can't wait to listen to this. This was from '97. I didn't even know they put this out. I had all the Don Henley ones, but this one, Inside Job, okay, this one's from 2000. And Jay Giles Flashback. I like the older Jay Giles stuff, but you know what? Why can this band not get back together and cut a new album? All right? Seth Justman, the drummer, and now Jay Giles isn't even in the Jay Giles band. I don't know if that was Jay Giles' choice or not. It's everybody else but. I hate band breakups. They suck. I don't understand why there's got to be the issues. Okay, books. How about REM revealed the story of REM for 50 cents? It's not too shabby, from Johnny Black. It's a lot of good articles and a handful of pictures from that one. Here's one I thought pretty good. Remember I told you I'm a sharp eye on things. I try to be. With book signings and such. Growing Up Country. Never seen this one. Edited by Charlie Daniels. You are looking at... there were interviews here. Dolly Parton, Sarah Evans, Toby Keith, Barbara Mandrell, and others. Goes to show you don't edit things. So, why did I get this? Because it's signed to Kara, God bless, Charlie Daniels. You see, I knew he did a book signing tour for this. So, how about that for a Charlie Daniels signed one? You ever go through the VHS tapes? I do, especially because you never know what you're going to find. Especially if it's bootleg. Kiss Detroit Jam 76 with a mimeographed picture of Ace on the cover. Pretty generic. The funny part about it is, at one point or another, somebody charged $23.99 for this. That's what the sticker says. Paul only paid $1. Sorry, guys. I told you I wasn't getting better entirely. Okay, let me put these off to the side for a second. All right. Vinyl. Didn't find too much vinyl this week. It was kind of a disappointing week. But Les Crane, Desiderata. Now, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. On Warner Brothers, 1971. Is this the... I'm going to be ignorant. Is this the Les Crane from Atomic Rooster? No, that's Vincent Crane. Whatever. You got some good session people on this, though, and I can't actually wait to listen to this. It does actually sound kind of interesting on here. Like I said, 1971. It said deluxe posters, those little liars. There wasn't one. It was on the green Warner label. Somebody dumped a bunch of Mexican albums. Most of them looked bleh, like Mexican disco. But you know what? This one kind of looked half interesting. From 1976, this is El Chicano. I am curious to hear this. I really, really am. And, of course, it mentions everybody on here, but, of course, nobody sounds familiar to this. Some of the session people are from A&M Records. I read that much anyway. Hey, listen, when you've got, for side people, Dancing Mama and Sweet Sensation, you can't pass that up. It's just a bunch of different tunes on here, and I don't know. Like I said, it's from 1976. There's your front cover. Here's your back cover. God knows. I'd be willing to take a stab on that one. I didn't have this B.J. Thomas album. Go figure. I like B.J. He's got a nice voice. Yeah, I said B.J. Oh, well. On Scepter, of course, this one here has got a nice gatefold like that. And lastly, you know what? I like Chicago. Do you like Chicago? I like Chicago. But, I didn't have this one. Chicago 9, I didn't have it. Really, really, it's in mint condition. I am hopefully planning on sending that to Danny Seraphine. He's the drummer, and I'm told he actually signs through the mail. So I want to talk to him eventually and get that going. Okay, that was part 1. Part 2 is this one. Maybe about a month or two ago, I brought this up, and I never got around to it, so I have to apologize about this. I think I told you people that I found, in my opinion at the time, a huge find of 78s. Blues and jazz, okay? I'm going to show you what I have. Now, I'm going to post, I don't know if it's going to be today, it could be a few days from now, okay? I'm going to post a selling video because I love this stuff, but I need money. No surprise there. I need money. So if anybody's into this, like I said, I will post a selling video of just these items shortly or down the, in the next few days. Okay, so story goes, I got, excuse me for a second, I'm going to step off of here and put these over here. I ended up going to a resale shop that I normally haunt, and I took a look for 2 seconds at these, and as soon as I saw what was in them, I got a shopping cart really quick and threw the whole damn box in before anybody else could look, because there was another collector next to me who managed to find a handful of good things himself, but I got the better of it. I know I do. So some of these are singular, some of them are in album books, okay? So that's what's maybe going to take a little bit here, because I'm not going to pull every record out, okay? I'm not, but I'm going to go off and entertain you with a handful of these. Now, this particular book that I just showed you, somebody was a huge fan of the Ravens. The Ravens were a 1940s, 50s doo-wop group who their last original member, Jimmy Stewart, not Jimmy Stewart, not him, but Jimmy Stewart. Yeah, that was my bad impression. He died this week. He was the last surviving original member of the Ravens. I have got a lot, like about 5 Ravens on National. Now the condition on these things, they're not like an elephant stomped on them. I would say on the high end of them, they probably are VG on the high end. They could use a little cleaning. This one I thought was kind of cool, okay? Now I checked. Yeah, this one here's got, oh boy. Well, you know what? That could be surface. I hope it is. Like I said, I'm not sure. That might be a little bit more. Can anybody give me, here's one really quick. Can anybody give me a hint in regards to how to properly clean 78s? Because I know that it's different than 33 and 45s, of course, because of the surface structure. Because 78s were made with shellac and other type of things, as opposed to your 33s and 45s were made of vinyl most of the time, or polystyrene or whatever. I want to clean these 78s properly, okay? I don't want to screw this up, because I actually think that some of these marks will disappear once you get a good cleaning. So let me give you a quick little research on the National Ravens. Okay, they're the Raven National label. They're worth a decent amount of money. Okay, but the ones on Columbia are worth more. Well, what about if I told you I got white label promo Columbia 78s of the Ravens? That's right. I have 2 of those. And like I said, this whole book here literally is Ravens. And then the last bit here, I'll pull one of these out. I got some old Capitol Stan Kentons, okay? Not too shabby. Like I said, I've heard of him. Artistry and Boogie. Also, here's one. I thought this was so cool. This one here is Columbia, again, promo copy, Benny Goodman and his sextet doing Oh Babe. And Louis Prima wrote this, of course. Now, the vocal says Ricky sang this. Now, I'm trying to figure out Ricky who. Okay. Not giving me much a hint on that. It's just that the singer is Ricky, and Walking with the Blues is the other one. But like I said, promo copy of Benny Goodman. That's the first binder, okay? Sorry, second binder. Now, these ones here might be a little bit tougher to figure out here. But We've got, these are big long ones, okay? This one, for example, on the Mercury label, says, "Through for the night, Cozy Cole's All-Stars." I could barely read this. I see Earl Papa Hines is on piano. Oh, God. Coleman Hawkins on tenor sax. Ugh, I wish I had my glasses. But that's who you've got for on sessions for this one. Then the next one, come on, book. On Columbia, Superman, Benny Goodman and his orchestra. Too many people, I can't read this one. On Columbia. Next one, Capitol. It says, oh geez. Kenton Jazz presents, Frankly Speaking, Frank Rosolino Quintet on a gray Capitol, okay? Or green Capitol, excuse me. Columbia Masterworks in blue label. Claire de Lune from Oscar Levent on piano. Now, once again, I'm assuming, I don't know what this is. This is how it came. It's cut a little different. I'm not sure if that's an acetate of some form or not. Second binder. All right. These next ones, thankfully enough, are in single sleeves. Sorry if I'm boring you guys. I'm trying not to. Okay. This next one, not entirely sure. Remember I told you guys before that I found some acetates before. Well, believe it or not, I found another one. This one on audio disc, but this time it says The Great Pretender. Okay? Unfortunately, oh, well, maybe that's not going to be so bad. I'm sorry. I thought it was in the runoff groove. It's not. It's actually, there's a little flecking. I said flecking. But it's not in the grooves. It's on the outside of it. Doug, I don't know if you have equipment to listen to this stuff, but I'm curious. This one here, like I said, Great Pretender. This one here, it just simply says, for reference recording only, audio devices, New York. School Days. Is this the Chuck Berry tune? Not entirely sure, but that's what I've got here, is another acetate. All right, single ones, what do we got? Wingy Manone's Dixieland Band, The History of Jazz. I wish I could shimmy like my sister Kate. Yes. And the Tailgate Ramble. None of these people sound familiar to me. I see Johnny Mercer way at the bottom on that one. Okay, this one here. Macklin Marrow conducts the Fantasia Mexicana, Part 1 and 2, from the MGM picture Fiesta. On RCA, Victor Bop de Bip, Roosevelt Sykes in his original Honey Drippers. Boy, oh boy. Old school Mercury label, Norman Granz, Jazz at the Philharmonic, with Illinois Jacquette, Flip Phillips, Bill Harris, Howard McGee, Joe Jones, Ray Brown, and Hank Jones. On Roost, Vop City, Kai Winding and his sextet. This here is, I just realized this. On the bottom of this, it says licensed for non-commercial use only. So does that mean this is a promo? I'd like to think so. Here's an old Columbia. It says, ain't misbehaving from Connie's Hot Chocolate. George, oh jeez, Ellis, Bias, Dixie's Prodigal Son on the flip. Chucha from Noro Morales' Piano and Rhythm on Majestic, along with Temptation. Normally, with stuff on Majestic, it's weird organ music, but this one was different. Glenn Miller's Sleepy Town Train on Victor. Columbia, Gotta Be This or That, Benny Goodman. Here's one I've never seen before. Ben Ventura and the Bop City Five, The Snake Pit, and Cold Cuts. On the Sleepy Time label, promo not for sale, Lloyd Glenn and his Jungletown Jubilee, and Chickaboo. I love this stuff. Earl Burton, Bob Harvey, and Bill Hadnett along with them on that. Is there any jazz nuts out here? I'm telling you, boy, I wish I was. A jacket for Jack the Bellboy, Illinois Jacquette and his orchestra, RCA Victor. Here's another mini book here, so let's see. Oh, hold on. Is this one separate? I'm sorry. Hold on. On Mercury, This Can't Be Love by Flip Phillips and his orchestra. Max Roach on drums, under the supervision of Norman Granz. Okay, jeez. Another promo. DJ, sorry, hold on. I'm sorry about all the length of this one. It is a DJ special. Earl Bostic and his orchestra. Can't read the label on this. You see, unfortunately, there's a little square covering the label, but, jeez. But it's kind of neat because they went off and they wrote here on this, they explain who Earl is and what he's done. And that he's born in Tulsa, Oklahoma, right down from me, obviously, where a close musician friend of his showed him a few notes on the clarinet, and from then on, Earl was sold in the idea of a musical career. And then, of course, there it says Earl writes most of the songs he records. His biggest recording was That's the Groovy Thing. Among the other big songs he composed was Let Me Off Uptown by Gene Krupa. Which, by the way, how about this? Did you know that Gene Krupa, that Peter Criss from Kiss was actually one of Gene Krupa's last students? Yeah, go figure, right? You knew that drumming was a little odd, and that's why. Okay, on Mercury, promo, Herb Jeffries, These Foolish Things Remind Me of You, Herb Jeffries and his orchestra. Columbia promo, Billy Walker. And lastly, My Tormented Heart promo, Sarah Vaughan. Hang on, I'm not done. I told you this was going to be big. Okay, this one here. I never heard of this guy. I wish I could say this condition was really, really good. But it's not. Boogie Woogie, Harry Gibson the Hipster, a Musicraft album. And I'm not lying to you, this fell off of it when I touched it. But it says Boogie Woogie in blue. And I love it because it gives you a dictionary of, it says here, for characters who don't dig jive talk. And there's a whole bunch of things written on here. But, you know, like I said, all of the album is in here. And, oh wow. Wonder why that was in there. I didn't get anything from that. But yeah, so I mean, the whole entire album is in here. I just wish the condition of the outside was a lot better. But you know what? I managed to find it intact, sort of, and that's great. The Rumble with Cougat, I don't know what happened. That's all just pieces of cardboard. There's nothing else in there. Okay, let's see. We also have This one, like I said, I kind of got because it was in with all of it. Not a big Perry Como. The kind of funny part about it is that Perry Como's not in this. Somebody else shoved some other records in Perry Como. I have Errol Garner's Lover on Columbia promo. I have Sansu Strut, Ben Pollock, and his Pick-a-Rib Boys on Discovery label. Boy, oh boy, none of the people sound familiar on this one. And let's see, also on RCA Victor promo, Ray McKinley and his orchestra, Mama's Gone Goodbye, and Sam Don't Slam the Door. Special purpose series on RCA Victor. Next. Okay, Doug, you asked me a question when I found these Charlie Parkers. Yeah, I got Charlie Parker. Were they on dial? He asked me. No, Doug, I wish they were on dial. I kind of know what you're talking about. The condition on these albums are pretty good. I'm surprised. The condition of the records, guess what? I'm going to tell you, with a slight cleaning, slight, we may almost push near mint on these. The whole entire, I'm not going to pull them all out, the whole entire album is in here for Charlie Parker, okay? On Mercury. But that's not all, folks. If you order before mint, no, I'm kidding. I got not one but two Charlie Parkers. So this one here, Parker with Strings. Also on Mercury. Also in this particular one, guess what? Buddy Rich is drumming for him. Yeah, Buddy Rich, that's right. And how odd. So's Mitch Miller. He's doing his little thing. You know, sing along with me. Yeah, you know. Now, these ones here are slightly rougher. Slightly. But I'd say after cleaning, they could pull a VG. Ugh, I should just shut my phone off when I'm doing these. So that one there, a little worse for wear, but still. Okay, we're almost winding down, kids. Almost winding down. How about Mercury Hit Parade, Volume 1? Yes, with the picture sleeve for that matter, on a nice, beautiful 10-inch. Now, what's the condition on these suckers? Well, let's see. After a slight cleaning, I'm probably going to put it as a near mint. I don't see scratches. I don't. Now, who's on here? Sarah Vaughan, Ralph Martery, Patty Page, Dick Contino, The Crew Cuts, Georgia Gibbs, Eddie Howard, and the Gaylords. All on Volume 1. But wait, there was a sequel. This one, unfortunately, there's a slight bottom rip. Hit Parade Volume 2 with Georgia Gibbs, David Carroll, The Crew Cuts, twice, including them doing Earth Angel, Richard Heyman, Patty Page, Rusty Draper, and Eddie Howard with their sleeves. Like I said, the Volume 1 sleeve's a lot better looking than the Volume 2. Now, how about this? Soft Lights and Bobby Hackett. That's right. Is he related to Buddy? I'm not sure. Could be, Lord knows. Wasn't Buddy Hackett one too? Okay, on Capitol, these ones here's got, some slight scratches on that one. Columbia Records, Woody Herman and his Dance Parade. That's right, on Columbia. Sleeve's got a slight tear, but guess what though, kids? Condition of the record, slight cleaning, put it in a near mint. A presentation of progressive jazz. Stan Kenton and his orchestra. All right, now this one here, yeah, has got all of them. All the Stan Kentons are in this one for this album. Who else is in here? Pete Rugolo and June Christie. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, Flip Phillips on Mercury, where he's got Buddy Rich, Hank Jones, and Ray Brown backing him on this as well. And the whole entire thing is in here too. Condition of these suckers, after slight cleaning, probably put it a VG. I wasn't kidding. Quarter a piece. That's how much those were, including the albums, all of them together. You know, then the album, quarter for the whole thing. I did damn good. And like I said, I'll sell them fair. I will, not at a quarter a piece, no offense, but I'll sell them at a decent rate. Like I said, later on I'll be doing a separate selling video for this. I gotta tell you guys something. 30, let's see, I've been collecting now. Next year it'll be 35 years. 35 years ago, I wouldn't have tried to even buy this stuff or collect it. But you know what? In 35 years, I have opened my mind and my ears. I'm hoping to record some of this stuff before I sell it, so at least I can capture the sounds. Because that's really why I didn't start collecting for the money. I really didn't. Although, you know, when I started, I knew how to make money from records. I actually bought them because I purely enjoyed them. So if I happen to make money on the side, guess what? I guess it's a double bonus or a win-win, right? That's how I feel about this. That's how most of the people in the VC should feel about it. If you're collecting just for money, I think you're going to be sorely disappointed. I really do. But you know, if for the right price, you guys can have some pieces of history, some musical history. It's nice. So just letting you know, I'll make a separate selling video for it. I'll try to be fair. In fact, I may just leave it to open pricing and see what you guys come up with as well. I don't know if that's legal or doable or whatever. I use, you know, kind of like eBay. I had auctions and I tried to be fair. I only was burned once out of all of them. So not too shabby, I think, in my ratio. Shout-outs. Okay, I'm sorry. Give me a second here. Wax Museum with Ronnie Dark. Do not miss that. Sunday night, 6 to 9 p.m., followed by Night Owl Lounge with Mike Adams, following from 9 to 10 p.m. Crate Junkies with the Z, Thrifty Music Collectors Group, YouTube vinyl community page. Don't know what's going on down there. I'm hearing there's a lot of drama. I hope it stops. I love that page. I hope it stops. Vinyl Karma. Yeah, that's a new one. Vinyl Karma. I like them. Bob and Ron's Record Club. Rob Elo Vox. Supra West. A bunch of other people. Do not forget, please, to pass on the information here with your friends, your enemies, your frenemies. I do need more subscribers. I'm almost at 4,000 views, but I only have 69 subscribers. Please, I need more. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. All right, guys. I love you all. Have a good week. Do some good crate digging and rock on.